Welcome back to the news at 10. There is more from the platform organized by the Covenant Christian Center. Of course, it was well attended, and guest speakers spoke about ways Nigerians could get out of the present economic hardship.
What is it?
If there is one fact that is well known to almost every Nigerian on the streets today, it's that the Nigerian economy is in recession.
Dealing with your debt and bringing it under control. When it comes to saving, we all need an emergency fund.
This challenge may have influenced the choice of topic at the Covenant Christian Center biannual program, The Platform, which has as its theme the Nigerian economy. The well-attended event, which was presided over by the senior pastor of the church, Pastor Kojo Yamade, had in attendance the Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Oshibajo, Minister of Finance, former Governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi, among several others.
They're borrowing to do flyover. When the main road is not good, why are you doing the flyover? Where are we flying to? We want the road to be good, but they're borrowing to do flyover.
Speaking on the topic, understanding the environment you're working in, the Chairman, Board of Governance, Olashore International School, Mr. Bimbo Olashore, challenged the federal government to remove all institutional roadblocks crippling the economy.
I'm still at a loss as to why it's only in Nigeria that I land and you get to the first desk. One person looks at your passport, gives it back to you, and you give it to another person who looks at the same passport. And you are there just asking yourself, what is going on? I'm still asking myself that you go to Ghana, less than an hour's flight from here, and there's simple what? Biometric. Somebody looks at your passport and that same person waves you through. In some other environments you go there, it is the airline check-in desk that actually checks your passport, make sure you are fit to travel, and you go straight through. But we still have some of these institutional, what I call roadblocks, that just makes us not think outside the box.
If we want to grow a sustainable economy, develop the people and see what happens. Research shows that no nation has ever survived sustainable economic growth and progress with the relegation of education. And we will not be an exception if we do not change course. I therefore plead that with the President and Vice President to formulate policies that will return Nigeria to the economic model of the 70s when we invested in human capital development.
In her submission, the CEO of Best Man Games emphasizes the need to take assets insurance seriously.
When you're investing, it's so important to seek professional advice, because there you have professionals that can guide you. They'll look at your own situation, your age, your stage, your financial situation, and determine the best asset profile for you.
The expectations here and across the country is that the federal government will speed up its efforts in ensuring that the Nigerian economy bounces back to life.
Earlier on our breakfast program, Sunrise Daily, Pastor Kojo Oyemade spoke about the impact the platform has had on Nigerians. He says when the conference, if removed from the May and October dates, Nigeria will feel the impact.
Itself, right? If we really think about it, if we remove the platform from 1st of October and you remove it from the 1st of May, I'm sure a lot of people in Nigeria will tell you that those days will not be what they have been in the last few years. So we've had a lot of feedback in terms of the impact. But sometimes some of this kind of impact cannot be measured directly in figures and with numbers. Sometimes when people ask for that, it's difficult to say that, but with the feedback we get from people, the feedback we get from influencers show that there's major impact that it's making on people.
Forbes, Africa's richest woman and vice chairman of Famfa Oil, a Nigerian oil exploration company, Mrs. Folorunsho Alakija, has been proffering suggestions on how to transform Africa using education, technology and the creative talents of Africans, among other tips. She was addressing students of John F. Kennedy School of Government at the Harvard School in the United States.
So what are the benefits of education on national development? Education raises people's productivity and their creativity and promotes entrepreneurship and technological advancements. It plays a very crucial role in securing economic and social progress and improves income distribution. Education leads to an improvement in the quality of life and leads to broad social benefits to individuals and the society at large. What are my collaboration suggestions for that? In order for Africa to move forward, there is need for African governments to invest in qualitative education at all levels by partnering with private investors to bring about qualitative education. It's about time we throw off the toga of backwardness and underdevelopment and bring forth ideas and workable plans that will give birth to a new Africa, our Africa. One that is no longer defined by poverty, no longer defined by disease, and no longer defined by political instability, but rather by inventions, scientific breakthroughs, and technological advancements that will make us stand equal to other continents of the world. Why am I so positive about Africa's transformation? It's because I believe very strongly in my heart that it is achievable, that we can.
Let's bring in Maokwe Ogu now in Abuja, who has more on the news at 10. Hi, Maokwe.
Well, hello and thank you, Amarachi. The president has been asked to heed his doctor's advice and take another vacation to rest and attend to his health. This call is coming from human rights lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, Mr. Femi Falana, and 12 others in a statement they jointly signed. According to the group, which also includes human rights activist Mr. Debo Adeniran, Professor Jibrin Ibrahim, and SIRAP Executive Director Adetokunbo Mumuni, President Muhammadu Buhari's aides are being economical with the truth about his health. They refer to President Buhari's 59-day medical vacation in the UK when many public officers claimed he was hale and hearty, but upon his return he contradicted them by disclosing that he had been very sick. In the statement, they pointed out that, quote, due to the apparent deterioration in the president's health, he has neither been seen in public in the last 1 week nor attended the last 2 meetings of the Federal Executive Council. They also add his absence at the last Jumat service in the villa has fueled further speculations and rumors on President Buhari's medical condition. While urging the president to take a well-deserved medical vacation, the group has also criticized his aides for failing to brief Nigerians regularly on his state of health. Now, as Nigeria celebrates the 2017 Workers' Day, it's a time to reflect on the contributions of low-income workers to the society. In this next report, our correspondent Linda Kigwe speaks with some low-income workers in the suburbs of the Federal Capital Territory to find out their fears, aspirations, and challenges.
Often overlooked in the hustle and bustle of Nigerian society, low-income workers working silently, but their contribution to society is significant. In the Federal Capital Territory, many low-income workers do not reside in the city centre. The high cost of rent in the city centre has forced many of them to the outskirts and neighbouring towns. One of such suburbs is Masaka, a community in Nasarawa State, just a few kilometres from the Federal Capital Territory.
Hold on. Yes. Thank you.
We arrived at the home of Mr. Julius Bala, a driver with a construction company in Abuja.
Are you proud of what you do for a living?
Yes, I'm proud, of course, I'm proud. We're getting to 10 years now in the Julius Berger, and I'm feeding my children.
Although he says he loves what he does, he faces several challenges and also has a problem with the pension system in the country.
They say once you are in the 50 years, they will start pension. But that pension, how much? It's 3,000 naira or 4,000 naira. Because I have undergone, I asked those that they are retiring now. what they are achieving, 4,000, 5,000. But what of when you are in the sick bed? It's something that is free for you to achieve. If you have 700 and something thousand naira, why not if you apply 200 and maybe 250,000 naira? Why do you can't approve it? But they will tell you that no.
We spent some time with another worker in Masaka. Mr. Yohana Ilya is a steward in the construction company in Abuja.
We are working in the camp. All the expatriates that come from German, from foreign countries, if they come, we are the one that normally provide accommodation for them.
In the face of the recession and economic challenges in the country, Mr. Ilya wants government to review the minimum wage.
Especially these minimum wages. There is some people that is working now. The reality, up to now, they are still paying them below minimum wages. And another thing, in this country, we need price control. Before, if you enter market, you say dollar. Now dollar has come down, now still going high. And you enter the same market, now enter this shop, buy this in different price, go to other shop, buy a different price.
Low-income earners, from those in the civil service to the private sector, as well as those in the formal and informal sectors, are making invaluable contributions to the society. Although they are sometimes invisible, they are the backbone of society, and they seek better working conditions, wages commensurate with what they do, and a favorable environment for business. Linda Akibe, Channels Television News.
Well, that's it from Abuja. It's back to you now, Amarachi.
Thanks a lot, Malbert. Still ahead on the news at 10, a spot in the quarterfinal up for grabs in the Bahamas as Nigeria Super and Super Sand Eagles face Iran in a decisive clash at the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup. It's coming up in sports news. Do join us again.